Good morning, hockey fans. This is Stephen Heisler with juniorhockey.io, the Victorious Hockey Company, and the absolutely amazing Junior Hockey Discussion Group on Facebook. You are watching the Junior Hockey Morning Show. Today is October 21st, 2024. We are approaching Halloween, 10 days away from Halloween. Imagine that. Craziness. Does that do the thing?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you can find us, the Junior Hockey Morning Show, on WSBN.TV, Facebook, YouTube, X, where else? That's it. We got it covered. Got to take care of the laundry first thing in the morning. Tommy keeps me out of trouble. Pay for the boys at WSBN to fire me. Maybe they can do that. All right. If you read this morning's topic, will the gentleman please cancel this culture? Now, we touched base on this issue last year a little bit when the incident occurred, and I'll kind of go over to you what happened. A very well-known coach, kind of old school guy, walked into the locker room of his team, and they're playing some urban music complete with a lot of N-words bounced around. Now, we know in the urban culture, and these boys these days, they like the music of all different kinds. You might hear rock music, you might hear rap music, you might hear techno and electronic dance music. Did I get that right? EDM? So it's a very amount of tunes coming out of the locker room, whatever gets the boys going. But in this particular case, the coach walked in. He's an old school guy, and it's urban music and N-word, 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 every other word. And he just says, why do we have to hear that music in the room? Why can't you guys find something that doesn't say that word? And he used the N-word. Why do we have to hear it all the time? For that transgression, the players called mommy and daddy. The players called their agent, whoever it was, and the agent turned it into the league, and it turned into a huge mess. And the coach got fired. We'll probably never coach again. But why? Why? If he was a black coach, he wouldn't have got in trouble whatsoever. If it was Deion Sanders doing that in the locker room at Colorado, he wouldn't have got in trouble at all. So why is it only that one particular color of skin means you cannot say a certain word? If we're going to make a word be enough to use that you're going to lose your job over it, then it should be the same for everybody. If you hate the word so much, take it out of the vocabulary. But you're never going to see that because they use it all the time. And they mean kids. I even hear one white player telling another white player using that same word. It's ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. And it's not just in hockey. It's in basketball. It's in football. It's in baseball. It's in soccer. And it's ridiculous. It wasn't long ago that words like that were not that big of a deal. And I understand being racially sensitive. I understand. So there's some words we don't use anymore, but cancel culture has made it impossible to even coach hockey anymore. If you are an old school coach and the players don't like the idea of consequences, they're going to make up something to get rid of you. That's where we are today. The players and the young people feel empowered to destroy careers of old school coaches, old school teachers. It's not really right. There's derogatory terms for all kinds of races. There's derogatory terms for all kinds of sexual preferences. It's the way it is. But it's words. And the whole concept of free speech is no longer free. You start taking away some words, then pretty soon you're going to see, we're already facing it now. If you're on Twitter, not so much Twitter, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, there's words you cannot say. You just can't say it. You can use profanity all you want, but don't say tranny on Facebook. You won't be able to say it. It's against the rules. You can be talking about your transmission on your car. It confuses Facebook. They don't know what a transmission actually is. So that these are ridiculous. If someone calls me a cracker, I'm not going to be upset about it. Hey, Florida cracker? I'm not even from Florida. That's okay with me. You don't know any better. You don't know who I am. So it doesn't bother me. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe some people just want to be bothered. And that seems to be what's happening these days. Here's something else. When I was growing up, the use of profanity in the presence of a child or in the presence of a woman was a good way to have to go to the emergency visit to the dentist. The gentleman in the room would stand up and pop you or drag your little butt outside and teach you about a really important word, respect. You just don't do that. But now you hear it everywhere. I can't even go into McDonald's, and these idiots are yapping and are talking in a phone. And it's profanity, N-words dropped one after the other. It's just insanity. But that's today's society. You know what we really need? We need some of the gentlemen of violent tendencies back to take control of the locker room, take control of the game, and bring the concept of respect back. We need those guys back. Until then, there's got to be something we can do to cancel this culture, at least within our game, right? At least here, cancel the culture. It's ridiculous. Mitchell Miller comes to mind. Why is he not in the National Hockey League right now? Very good hockey player. Why is he still not back yet? It's ridiculous. That's it for today. Soapbox off. Hope that you enjoy your morning coffee and have a great day in hockey.